Okay, so we'll start. Sorry for waiting, making you wait. Thank you everyone for registering in this workshop where we will be delving in depth in GenAI. And since this year's conference, one of the themes that tackles is humanitarian crisis and crisis management, I thought I will start by this to promote the workshop. Drought crisis deepens, experts warn. So the Midwest is facing a severe drought with states such as Kansas experiencing significant economic losses due to the withering of crops. Experts warn that this is irreversible. There is no sign of improvement. Urgent action is needed, further emphasizing the importance of global efforts for combating climate change. Now, this is very drastic, but it's also fake. And it took me only 3 tools to generate this small body of text that I showed you. I used ChatGPT to create the text. And by the way, I was very direct with my intentions. I told it, please generate a fake news, and it happily complied. I used a humanizer, which is an AI tool that will make the text sound more human-like. And I used an AI image generation tool to generate the photos that I showed you. Now, of course, I had to do some fine-tuning where I modified a bit the text to make it sound a bit more plausible. And the reason I tell you all of this is to show that AI, before I go to that, the truth is that the drought situation is improving in the states that I told you about. And actually, around 20% of the land is free from drought stresses. And the reason I show you and I tell you all of this is to tell you that AI tools can be more than bringing life to your images or upscaling your images. Do you know who that is, by the way? Yes, exactly. Anyone a fan? He's a Lebanese singer, Nasri Shamsuddin. Actor, but he used to sing yes. The thing is, the light doesn't show it well, but this image used to be noisy and wasn't clear, and I used an AI image tool to make it sound, to make it more look upscaled, and yes, so to remove the noise. So exactly, yes. And I just had to just go to the website, insert the image, and it generated it. I'll show you about it. I'll show you about all the tools that are used. Okay? So AI tools could be fun. Okay, so you can generate all sorts of crazy things, but they can also be creepy. And today I will walk you through several of these tools. Now, it's worth noting that all of this is not new. So GenAI has been ongoing for a long time. Can someone guess the year? Close, but a bit more. Yes, exactly. So it's gone since like 1950. And so there were algorithms, machine learning algorithms, and there were also like Markov chains. But around the year 1990, 2000, that's when machine learning really started shining. So there were improvements in neural network algorithms. And this continued to our day. So let me just wait. No worries. No, I'm fine. There's one more here. Okay. Is it they can get a few more? Okay. So algorithms have been evolving, okay, and this was, as we have seen in 2022 with the release of OpenAI's ChatGPT and the GPT algorithm. So things have been improving, and also due to abundance of or stronger computational power and availability of data. So all of these things helped improve the algorithms that, yes. Through Markov chains. It's an algorithm, and okay, so that's how it is. Hmm? I'm not sure the university, to be honest, but I can look it up. So here I show you a video back from 1993, and this is Jan LeCun. He's a computer scientist, and he built the first neural network that was able to recognize numbers. So this is the image that they're feeding, and you can see that it's correctly predicts the numbers 1, 2, etc., whatever they show it on the screen. Sorry? Yes. So to give you a bit an idea about some recent statistics, so around 15 billion images are generated from text prompts, and this is something that we will be doing in this workshop. And this is estimated to be around 150 years worth of photography. Since the release of DAL-E, around 34 million images are generated per day. And generally, the AI market or AI image generating market is estimated to reach 900 million by the year 2030. So it shows us like the speed at which things are really developing. So for this workshop, text prompt. So let's say you want to generate a chair. Okay, so you just go to an AI image tool and you tell it generate a sketch or an image of a chair, and then you can give it whatever details you wish. So you could be any color you want, any shape, any context. You can put it in any context. So this is something that we'll be working on now. Okay. So I thought we will start with content generation. So we will be looking at tools to generate images, videos, and also music. And we wanted this workshop to be fun. We didn't want it to be too technical, as there's already that going on in the auditorium and other workshops. But in the second part, we will be delving more into tools that are helpful in research. So it can save students or whoever's doing research a lot of time, whether it comes to literature review, or summarizing papers. So I think more or less many of us had to at some point do a research paper. So it's always tricky because you find yourself in a loop where you go from one paper to the other, you look at the resources, and then you have to check many other papers. So there are many AI tools that will automatically give you a list of all relevant papers, and they give you the summaries for their abstracts, their key findings, their results, and it's just a click of a button. So I will start with images, and I will be walking you through several tools. Now, what I might find a user-friendly tool, you might not, so it's really up to each person. But we will look at many options, and then you can see which one you feel you'll be more comfortable with using. But before we do that, I'm just gonna give a few quick tips. So we want the tool to generate something that fits our purposes. Okay, so we want to be as detailed as possible, because we want to get or generate the things we are looking forward to. So mainly, a text prompt should include a subject and a descriptor. So subject could be a person, an object, or location. So it's basically things that answer the questions who or what. And you should define it clearly, as detailed as possible. And then you add the descriptors. These could be adjectives, adverbs. You can also include action verbs. You can explain what the person in the image is trying to do. And so descriptors are your best friends. By the way, if you want, I'll be giving you my email address at the end. So you can email me, and then I can send you the list of tools with the links, and then you can share any thoughts, feedback, okay, anything you want. So I think it's good. So because I don't have your mails, so it would be easier if you email me, and then I can just send it to everyone. So generally, it's advised that your text prompt be around 3 to 7 words. So basically what we're doing is we're writing the text. So we're telling the tool what we want through words, and the output or the result will be an image. Simple keywords is encouraged to use. So it's good that you stay away from contrasting words because that could confuse the tool. And then include details as well. And then experiment. Okay, like any other AI tool, it's good that you experiment because what works for one tool might not work for others. And sometimes you'll just naturally run into a lot of issues with AI tools. One thing I refer to is them being stubborn. So you'd want to like generate something, and then you iterate several times, but it just doesn't get what you want. So and then that's due to limitations in the tool itself. And we're not going to go into that, but generally it's good that you experiment, try to understand how each tool works so you get the best out of it. Because eventually we want these tools to be something that saves us time and that are easy to use. We don't want them to like just be a hassle for nothing. Okay, so a few final tips before we start into the hands-on applications basically. So it's good to start with describing the kind of image that you want. Is it a sketch? Is it a 3D and rendering? Is it a photograph? Is it an illustration? So these things you need to tell them. Then, as we said, you describe your subject well, and you add the relevant details, colors, shapes, textures, size. You can be as creative as you want. The style of the image, particularly for art images, so you can specify what artist you would like your image to look like. So if an artist, you know, is known to draw in a specific art style, so you can mention that you want it to be similar to that kind of artist or similar to an image itself. So you can mention what portrait or what drawing you want it to look like, and then it could generate. Then you can also specify the resolution of your image, the lighting, the aspect ratio of your image, a camera view if you're trying to take or generate a photo of something in a specific location. Okay, so I'm not sure if not all of you have your devices right with you, and we're already in a very cramped room, so I'm not sure if group work. Yes, so that's what I was trying to do. I was thinking that we can do some together, and then if we have time, you can maybe each experience or experiment on their own or with groups. We'll see. So we'll start with an image, AI image tool, which is Footer. So again, I will send you the list of these tools along with their links. Okay, so this is, by the way, all the tools that I present today are free, and signing up is relatively easy. You can either use your Google account or you can use it created with another email. So let us start. If anyone, like I was thinking this workshop be as dynamic as possible. It's a very informal setting, so feel free to share and participate, and you can just throw like random words at me, and we'll try to think of something. And so, what would you like us to start with? Sorry, pineapple on pizza. Okay, so let us experiment. So let's just start with pineapple on pizza, and then see if we like should fine tune it or just like be more specific. Now here, you can specify ahead of time the aspect ratio that you want. And some AI tools, they help you now. You can click ahead of time on what style you want instead of you writing it. So they offer you, for example, digital art, oils, photography, cartoon. So for now, we'll just like go by the default and see what we get. Normally, it doesn't take this time, so much time. Okay. The second image is really unrelated. So what is this? So let's try by fine-tuning it a bit. Okay. Okay. So let's do that. Let's say a sliced pineapple. Okay. Should we add anything else? Should we add more detail? Okay. So let's say okay. So maybe 5 sliced pineapples scattered on pizza. Oh, you want 5 pizza slices? Okay, fine. Yeah, let's do that. Five pizza slices. Now, usually the images you generate are saved, but they do not stay there more than 30 days because we're using the free trial. Exactly, yes. So at the top, you can see the credits. So we started with 6 credits, and then each image is like 1 credit. So you can only make maybe 3 trials per day. Exactly. So. All right. So, I mean, a bit of improvement. Are we satisfied? No. Unrealistic. Okay, so we can tell it. We can say maybe um, a photograph, or let's try something. We'll see. Now there are AI tools. Yes, you can download them. You can download them. You mean okay? I think it's better that you cite how you created them or what tool you use to like create. Yes, sure. I'll go over it. There are some tools that do include a watermark. Others not really. Okay, so let me maybe walk you through another tool, and then we can compare the generated images. So this is another tool. It's called GenCraft. And let's do the same prompt. So this is where we're putting our text prompt. Should we do a pineapple on pizza, or should we immediately? There are tools where you can upload an image. Okay, so in that case, it would be your kitchen, and then you can describe what you want. Like you can say add maybe. I don't have one here, but I can send you because it's not free. But I can send you one maybe. And then I think Adobe has this option where you can, but it's also not free. But I will send you them. So let me just. Excel sheets, and then maybe tell them what you want. I think there are, yes. I haven't come across one that uses that takes in Excel sheets or files. ChatGPT, you can ask it to, yes, you can like feed it the file and then tell it to maybe generate visualizations or add some columns, or but there are some extensions that will allow you, and then I think if you upgrade to a premium, not the 3, yes, the GPT-4 instead of the 3.5. Okay, so we put pineapple on pizza and see the difference. The images will all be similar, but we'll see. Yes, you just sign in with your Google account, or yes, you sign up and then you have your account. Now this is faster. Usually the other one doesn't take time, but I'm not sure if it's the connection or something. And this generates 3 per time. Yes, okay. And then you can check the other one. It's just there. Okay. Let's start pineapple pizza. Okay. This is much better. Exactly.
It's very literal.
Prompt from the other one. Sure. Let's do this. And see what we get. Now you can each tool offers you a variety of styles that you can select, and then you can see what you get. And okay, not bad. This is good somehow. Again, the big pineapple purses. Okay. Okay, so I just moving quickly. I was planning on spending more time experimenting, but because we lost some time at the beginning. So this is Leonardo AI. So this is the tool I use to generate the images in the slideshow. And I like it because it's very versatile. So you have many options. Okay, so let's say we can stick to image generation, but you can do real-time canvas editor. You can generate or maybe add live to your images. So instead of having 2D, you can go to 3D. And then let's do this. Okay. So should we go with the same prompt or let's change? Yes? Okay. What would you like us to do? A cat and a gym. Okay. Okay, should we be more like detailed or we're happy with this? Do stretch. Let's start with doing squats and then stretch. Now this is more powerful because you get more credits, so you get 150, but this takes more credits per generation, so it's 12 instead of 1 or 2. But and it's somehow not as fast as the other ones, and because it generates 4. So the others were giving us 2 images per prompt. And then you can also change that. You can change it to 5, 6, 7 more. Again, the dimensions, you can be free to change them. Okay. So until this generates, we'll move to another one. And this is something I like because this is a tool that allows you to make your 2D images seem more, live by adding this motion. So you can choose between a variety. So you can choose how this motion goes, either vertically, horizontally, in a circle. You can zoom in or out, right and left. So, and I think this would work nice if you choose your image wisely. So depending on the image, you can generate like this cool effect depending on what this image is depicting. Let's see. Okay, where are the squats? Okay, so let's do a stretching. Okay. Uh, Sorry? Okay, all right. Yes, we can do that. So you said adding dumbbells come in. Okay. So let's satisfy everyone. Start with stretching, and then adding the dumbbells. Okay. We can also specify the kind of cat or the type of cat, an orange cat. Exactly. Yes. Ex- True. This is why I like this tool because you can choose from a variety of models and then you can try which one you think works best for you. So we can maybe move to diffusion. See. But then it's not for free. Okay, let's see what options we have. Free options. Basically, maybe just these two. Okay. You were asking me about the tool I used for upgrading or upscaling, and this is what I used. So, and this you can do for videos or images. Okay, but I think this is helpful when you have like videos that you want to make high resolution. So let's try to search. I don't have like an image that we can try. We go extreme with this one. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see if this finished first. Nope. Okay. Nope. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, so if you noticed when we changed the model, it took more time, and this is something we expect. So because depending on what model you choose, it might take longer to generate something. Okay, but until it finishes, let's do this. I'm just gonna redo it here. Still nothing. Okay, this is. So this failed for this image, basically. Um, Meanwhile, okay. So it chose to do them all cartoonish like, but I mean somehow it's better than what we got here. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. No. Okay. This doesn't seem to be doing great, at least for the 2 times. I think maybe it's the 4 times can generate something better. Let's see. But so let us move on to the final one just for the sake of time. And this is something cool. It's called illusion diffusion. And basically, it gives you the option to take one photo and then diffuse it with another one. So here they give you options. You can choose either a spiral one or one like grid-like. And this is the ones that I use to generate these above. So, and sometimes you can choose whatever, you can choose images other than the ones they provide you, like the spiral ones or the grid ones. And a nice application is, I thought I'd show you, is this person who basically took a clip of a song and at each frame of the song overlaid an image, this screen, the scenery that you see behind, and then compile them again, and then you can see if you stop the video, there's the guy dancing in the original music video, and then now this is fast, but then you can see the scenery behind it. So you can be creative with them, and then maybe you can even use them for purposes like promoting stuff or so people use this tool if they have like a brand and maybe they want to promote their brand logo, like if let's say someone has a business of cosmetics, let's say, and then you can take your logo and then overlay it with cosmetic products or stuff like that. Like someone did it for YouTube logo, where again they took the logo and then overlay it with scenery and other stuff. So it's one of the possibilities that you can do. Okay, and then one last thing. So someone mentioned kids here, right? Okay, so this is a tool that allows you to take your sketches and then also generate motion. So you can choose between, now okay, the thing is when you use this tool, they let you define the boundaries of your image, and I did something wrong and now the tail just goes up, okay? So you have to be a bit more accurate. Anyway, okay, yes, this. So basically that's for images. You can do the same for videos, basically. And again, there are many tools that allow you to create many videos. You can do you can do face swaps. So you can swap faces of two different people. You can also generate videos. But I think what should be interesting is the tools that allow you to create music. Okay, so there are several ones. But let me maybe. Okay. So this is something that I created yesterday. So you choose the theme of your song, what it's gonna be about, and then it can do everything. Circle dancing in the night, whispering tales of forbidden delight. So I chose a gothic scene. Yeah. Okay, no. For now, it's in your account. So I think there are tools that allow you to publish things, your work, and that's up to you. You can choose to publish them or keep them to yourself, but you can download them. Yes, they are. Yes, it's better that you do it, of course. Yeah. This is sorry. Yes, so this is it gives you you choose the topic of your song and the theme, and it generates this audio thing. It's called Suno. The lyrics too. Yes. Yes, but it's preferable that you mentioned that this is an AI generated. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, this one does this. Yes, this does voice cloning. As far as I remember, this does this. Let me just find where. AI voice changer. So there are. So this gives you a list of people that whose voices you can use. Donald Trump seemed to be heavily used. Okay, and then you can choose what you wanted to say. You can say, okay, let's choose Trump. Oh, wait, Trump. Okay, yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. Let's see what happens. Yes. Okay, let's see. I think Trump said it again at some point, no? In one of the, yes, he did. And some tools allow you to upload your own audio, your own voice, and then choose to either mimic it with a musical instrument. So some people upload an audio of themselves screaming, and then it's like an electric guitar. So you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. You can also yes. That's one thing. So there are many images or AI tools that take your voice, your photos, and these are stuff that I honestly didn't include because there are contrasting opinions about them. Some have reservations, which are completely understandable. And exactly, because if it falls in the wrong hands, you can have your photos used for training purposes. Sometimes for identity cloning and stuff of that sort. So it's preferable that you don't do that. But some people still do that. So I mean, it's up to each person. Let's see.
Make America great again.
It would have been nice if we did something like
Make America
longer.
great again.
But I mean, it's fine. It's not exactly, yeah. And then you can choose like a variety of other people. Sorry? Okay, sure, let's do that. Where is Morgan? Ah, here. And there's, as this generates, there's a nice website that I like, and it could be used by not just to generate music, but also for people who like to write, poets or. Okay, so this helps you. Yes, so you give it a word, any word, and then it can generate either similes. It can generate, as you can see here, it can break it into similar sounds. So you can try anything. Let's try with similes, and then maybe anyone would like to suggest a word, any word. Smile? Okay. Her smile was like a warm summer day, filling my heart with sunshine and joy. That's one. Your smile is like a warm blanket on a cold winter night. A smile is like sunshine lightening up lightening up the world and warming the heart. Her smile was like a warm ray of sunshine chasing away the shadows of sadness. Okay, again, this is same. Okay. And so you can choose, it gives you options, and then you can choose your favorite somehow. So some people use this for generating lyrics for their songs. I tried to see if it works in Arabic. It doesn't. But here, the ones that generate just the music, you can ask them to generate something Oriental. It works to some extent, not great. Okay, so where were we? Ah, yeah, here. Let's see. Morgan.
Make America great again.
Somehow, it gets it. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, and then if the person you want is not listed, you can upload an audio of them, and then we don't do it on ourselves; we do it on other people. But that's fine. Okay, so so this was for the AI art generation stuff, and then we can go to the research. Anyone here currently doing literature reviews, working on a research? Okay, what was the topic? Okay, it was on remote working. Okay, all right, all right. So this Perplexity is a site where you can ask questions, and then it can give you a list of resources. So it's similar to Google, but it's more focused, or it's just more straight to the point. So let's try remote working, and you want to put it. Okay, so okay. Let's see. And the nice thing is that it gives you the resources from which, it's also similar to ChatGPT, but you get resources, and then you can go to these resources and look more into them. Yes, it's very nice, and yeah, and it also suggests related questions. So if I just wrote the question, the phrase even, just like effect of remote work on employee, and then it gives you, and then it also allows you or suggests questions. So if there's an idea that you haven't thought about, maybe it would help you. And then you can also search images. It can suggest a few images about like statistics in this case of remote working. It can also generate images. So this is one tool, and it's for free. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes. And they're all listed here. But yes, they're all listed here. Another one I like is SciSpace, and this is a website that's nice because it allows you to upload a PDF, a paper. It could be a paper. In this case, I uploaded a paper, but let me do one again. And it allows you to interact with your PDFs, so you can ask questions if there's a scientific paper that you've read and you don't understand, so you can ask it what it's about, or ask it to explain further a specific section in the. It can give you. You can ask it immediately for the results or the key insights this paper suggests. You can also ask it to explain mathematical formulas or tables that you don't understand. Um, there is one actually. There is one that you can upload for this. If it's on YouTube, you can just give it the link, and then it generates a summary. And then you can also generate a summary of a body of text if it's just not a video. Okay, and this is called Node GPT. Yes, you can do that, but like there's something I should mention, and the thing is, whether it's for the websites that allow you to extract the results or summary of a paper, I would encourage you that you do not use it like immediately. You get a paper, you throw it there, and just take whatever the tool gives you, because sometimes the tool could just focus on one aspect of the paper, and that's it, and then you might be missing out on other things. So it's always preferable that you at least scroll the paper once, even if quickly, okay? But then you have an idea of what this paper talks about, and then you can further enhance your understanding, or make it faster. The extraction. Yes, you had a question. Yes. Um, you might. I haven't tried it. You can, I think. Here, when you ask it to do something, you can say, مثلا, restrict to academic sources, or from this, or peer-reviewed papers, or from this website. You can do that. Let's try this actually. Yes, I'm not sure though if that is restricted to the pro. It's there. Perfect. Okay, so yes, you can do that. Okay. You had a question? GPT. You can give it a link of a YouTube video, and then it can give you a summary of that. Yes. And generate analysis. There was one, yes, but the one I saw wasn't for free. Although this one here, lens.org, you can feed it multiple papers, and then it can maybe give you like data from all of these papers. But one from, you just, yes, and then, yes, but no, for free ones I haven't come across any, but probably there should be. I just haven't come across. I'm not sure. Okay. Come in, yes. True. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So through ChatGPT, yes. But yes, the GPT-4. Yes. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Add a description. Of course, yeah, I have it prepared. Don't worry. I can send you it. Don't worry. Okay. This here, you ask a question and then it gives you a list of several papers also related. So it's similar to Perplexity, but there's something nicer about this. You can specify if you want them open access or not. That's one thing. And then here I chose how does climate change impact biodiversity. Yes. 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 I know. Sure. A description. Okay. Let me take your email. Okay. Yes. Thank you. So here you can, after I asked this question, it gave me a list of papers, and some are recent, like 2023, 2022. So it's good that you look at the dates of the suggested papers, and then, thank you so much. Sure. Sure. And then you can add a column where you can ask it to display the results of each paper or the key findings, the limitations, summarized abstracts. So if, let's say we choose summarized abstracts. Yes. No, this is L25. Layal. Sure. Sure. Thank you. Okay, so now you have a new column here. Sorry. صح. Yes. Yes, but I'm not sure how legal that is, to be honest. So she was asking me if this tool has access to the non-open access tools papers, and then basically when you press on this filter, you ask it to just remain like, you can choose if you restrict to open access or not. And then so here you see this arrow here. Yes, you can take these arrows and then ask it to include summarized abstracts, results, conclusions, and then it adds a column for each paper. Lens.org is another sort of like search engine tool, but it also works not just for papers but for patents. So if someone is trying to get a patent for something, you can see which ones are already published, and then you can sort of I don't know, maybe do more research. It helps you. Okay. And last thing here, rabbit hole, or this is something I like also. So yes, research rabbit. So let's try a new category or a new category. And then add papers. So you can either give it the title, the DOIs of the papers immediately, or you can give it keywords. And let's say remote working again. Okay, let's say remote work, productivity, employability. And then let's search, okay. And then it gives you a list of papers. And let's say we add to collection. We add this to our collection. You can add more than one, but let's say I just add this one. And so when you select it here, you can find, it gives you, it quantifies how many papers that work on something similar. So in this case, we have 391 similar works. And then you can generate the references, the citations. But let's say I choose to look at the similar works. It generates a network where it's easier for you to track the different works that are done on this topic. And then you can like click on each, and then it gives you the author and the year in which the paper was published. And I think this is nice because it just helps you keep organized when you're doing like going through several papers, trying to first, establish the research question or, focus it more on what you, even when deciding a topic, exactly, you can, exactly. Sorry? Okay, yes, yes. So this is a very good point actually, because it's something that just pops up when you're using GenAI, and especially also like ChatGPT and the sort. It's like, how much time should you put in drafting a good prompt? For like, let's say I want to let ChatGPT write an essay or something, whatever. Okay, so you have to invest some time explaining what the essay is about, the details, the description, or also if you just wanted to do like an email, you just have to like draft an email covering this. So there's always this trade-off somehow of investing time in writing a good prompt and then taking what it gives you, or should I just do it in the first place? Like, should I restrict to the usual literature review methods? Should I do the search myself? And I think to get the best out of it, you can maybe try both approaches, see what works for you. So I think it's unique to each person. So you can maybe try doing your own research, and then if you feel like you've reached a dead end, true. There are some universities that prevent it, particularly or especially ChatGPT, or have their own AI policy on how to, monitor the use of ChatGPT in assignments, classes. Exactly, exactly. It's all about raising awareness and like just. I think what you said is very important. Understanding how the tool works and how you can use it for your own good, rather than just use it randomly or just use it, for something not good. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I mean that's always a legal hurdle because it's not open access. So how it's similar to what was the website that you can get the scientific proof. So yes. Now these are all free, okay, and they might like when they did this tool, they might have found a way to do it legally. Maybe they have bought or something, or I'm not sure. But it's always good, exactly, as a responsible user, it's always good that you have these questions at the back of your mind, because eventually these are resources that you're using and you don't want to hold yourself up, you don't want to do something illegal. So maybe you can just restrict to open access papers just to stay on the safe side. But it's always good to keep these in mind. Yes. No, sorry. Mhm. Yes, there are ones that I was gonna go through over this humanize AI. There is an AI detector. So here, check for AI. You can take a text if you suspect is AI generated, and then you can feed it and then check or check for AI in the. But I mean, how reliable they are, I'm not sure, because at least the ones I show here, they're the ones I personally found them most reliable. But there are other tools where I try with an AI generated text and it tells me it's 99% likely AI generated, but then I write my own text and feed it, and then it tells me this is AI generated when it's not. So I mean, it's still debatable how much you can rely on them. Exactly. Um, true, true, exactly. So, I mean, these are still, I think, maybe open for debate and how much you can rely on them. Um, Before we close, so the title of the workshop had ChatGPT in it, when in reality it was not. I don't know who put the title. Yeah, so it wasn't like supposed to cover ChatGPT, so I don't know why it's in the title. But anyway, I thought since language models are in the title, I thought I would show you a method that you can use to get a local language model. So you can download a language model and have it on your device. Language model is similar to ChatGPT, basically an AI chatbot. Okay, so these run on they're known as large language models. So these are the running algorithms that power ChatGPT and the like. So there are some available models that you can download on your device, and then you can use them locally without having to rely on third parties or on internet connection. And one of them is one actually nice website is Olama. Now the bad thing is that it's still only available for Linux and Mac. I think for Windows it's still in the trial period, but it's going to be released soon. And then yes. No worries. I appreciate the excitement. So yes, you choose for which operating system you want to download this, and then in my case it would be Windows, but it's not still available for Windows entirely. But for Mac and Linux, it's available. And then you open the terminal in your device, and then you can start asking questions. Now I cannot do that because I don't have it. Exactly. So you carry your own ChatGPT on your device. So you can, yes, without internet. You just, let's say you use ChatGPT to answer a question. You put this question in the terminal, and then it gives you the offline. It's not exactly an app, but somehow, yes, you can think of it like this. And then if you go to the GitHub, if you go to the GitHub of the Olama, it shows you the different models that they have available. And then something that you need to keep in mind when you're downloading such models is the size. You can have models that can take up to 39 gigabytes, and that's huge. Exactly. So more, yeah. So 39 in this case is the one that's most in terms of size. You can find models that take up smaller bytes, but then it depends on what you want the model to do and what you think is suitable for you. So and there's something that you need to take or thank you. Keep in mind when you're doing that is that some models are uncensored because you're using them locally. So no, they're not censored. So you can really like ask anything, write anything. So, but that's always not encouraged to do. But it's something that you should keep in mind. Um, I don't know. No. I don't think. No, it doesn't. No, but I mean, I think eventually, but if you're going to download a language model, you'll have to like choose a model, and then you have to know how each works and what suits you best. Um, it was GPT, generative pre-train. Yes, trans. So, but before we close, I mean, the closing points or the closing remarks that I want to say is that tools are endless, really. There are so many tools out there for a variety of purposes, even for more than the ones I showed you. You can use them for coding, project management, writing. So there are really a lot of tools. Um, it depends on the user, as we said. Each person might find something suitable for them, different than the other person. And also, like, how reliable they are, the speed at which they generate the images or whatever you ask them to do. So these are all limitations or considerations that you need to have as you decide to choose an AI model. Yes. For coding, I know black box, but black box. You can coding. You can describe what you want to do and what language, and then it can give you the piece of. But ChatGPT can do that too. ChatGPT can do that. Come in, yeah. Oh, really? I'm not sure. Copilot, yes, I was about to mention it. Oh, by the way, Copilot, you can upload it, you can download it on your phone, and then you can have access to GPT-4 through Copilot instead of having to pay for GPT. Yes, I have it here. I'm not sure. But it's not. Uh, for to use the GPT-4, yes. So the free version of ChatGPT uses GPT 3.5. Okay, so they added. Yes, you have to pay. Yes, but it does more. It does more. It has more features. Yes, as they mentioned, you can feed it an Excel file, and then you can generate visualizations. It can do image generation. So yes. Image to text. There was one I came across, but I completely forgot its name. But there are other like. Actually, I think in one of the images, in one of the tools I showed you, you can feed it an image, and then it can give you the prompt. I'll make sure of that, and then I will make sure to add it in the description that I send you. But eventually, one last take-home message. It's always like this ethical consideration, and this is something that they talked extensively about today during the first track, is because we don't want to be contributing to any spread of false information or use AI tools for something that that could hurt or be harmful. So you always have to be a responsible user and try to stick to doing things legally or in a legal framework. Exactly. So yes, but there are a lot. Exactly, there are a lot of hidden layer or considerations. But then there's always like, because we focused on AI art generated. So there's always this matter of ownership, like who owns this art? Because eventually the tool had to be trained on real world art that's there. So there are always these questions, and then how authentic? Yes. Yes. Ah, that's another good thing. No, not necessarily. So they're not always reproducible. It might generate something similar, but not exactly the same thing. So even if I refresh and do pineapple or pizza, it might not, uh, yes, regenerate identical images. Not necessarily. Um, so yes, so this is all. I was hoping, to have more on the spot application, but we were a bit short on time. But I hope this was useful, and it was nice having you. Thanks so much for joining. Yes, I was about to write it. So my email, and if you want, no, sorry, Layal Tannous. Yes. So just feel free to email me, whether with comments, feedback, anything. And if you would like to receive the list of tools that we went over today, and then I can send you.